Have you ever played golf in Scottsdale, Arizona or Phoenix? Well, number one, you can tell right behind me that it is absolutely gorgeous. But in today's video, I'm going to tell you three major things that you need to be aware of before you show up to Scottsdale or Phoenix, Arizona, because I'm at Papago Golf Course and not playing golf. And if you can see behind me, there is not a soul in sight because, well, let's get started. All right, so let's start with number one. You need to know their maintenance schedule for these golf courses. Twice a year, the golf courses shut down for a certain period. In the earlier months, more towards June, July, what happens is they punch holes in the greens, and for 6 days in that time span, they completely shut their golf courses down. So there is no way for you to play. And then July, August, you definitely can play, but again, you're playing on punched greens. We'll talk about weather after, but you have to keep that in mind. The other time where you really have to be aware of Scottsdale in Arizona is the time right now, which is when I am here, when the golf course is completely shut. It's early November, like the first week of November right now. So what I am told is that for overseeding, they completely shut their golf courses down end of September, the whole month of October, and the first week of November. So it just depends on which golf course you go to. In the description below, I will leave a link for you specifically for Phoenix that I have found for both of their maintenance schedules for irrigation, like for punching the holes, and literally for overseeding, which is the current time. I'm not gonna lie, it is beautiful outside. It is definitely golf weather. It is absolutely perfect, but make sure you're aware that it is very dry. Obviously, you're in the desert. Like, I just wasn't aware of it, but your skin is like, everything is just dry. I mean, your hair looks flawless because there's no humidity, but that's that. Okay, so your number one is you have to either call the golf course and or check their websites. They're very clear on that. Don't be a dummy like me. I'm here for a conference, so I tried my luck. But don't be a dummy where you just show up and try and hope you can go like on a hitting bay and just like hit balls at the driving range, because the driving range is also shut, you guys. So number one for you is figuring out the time of year that you want to come here for maintenance. Okay, at the end of this video, I will tell you the ultimate best time to come here in terms of weather, in terms of golf you want to play, and not getting crushed by insane prices. So the next topic is pricing. Let's talk about pricing. If you want to come peak golf season, which they tell me is January, February. If you know anything about Phoenix and the Phoenix Open or the Waste Management Open, it happens in February. That time is the most expensive time to play golf in Phoenix and or in Scottsdale. So if you're coming for that and you want to pay a pretty penny, just know if you want to get on a golf course, it is the best time for weather. They told me as well, 75 degrees, Jan and Feb. So you are going to be living your best life, but you're also very much going into like a deep pocket to play between $200 to $300 a round of golf for courses that would sometimes cost you $100 or less. So just know that. So Jan, Feb, peak season, but needless to say, it will be stunning because I'm sure you can see behind me. Okay, so that's Jan and Feb for you. They also told me that their summer rates start in the first week of May. So summer rates start then. So what happens is that it's still 100 degrees, but it is not crushing into your June, July, August, which they told me is between over 100 and 115 degrees. So that would be the lowest time in terms of payment to come to play in Arizona. So if you're really on a budget and you don't mind and you're willing to take 115-degree weather, then I would come in August. But you know what? I just wouldn't recommend it to you. And then the last thing that I was told is that after Halloween, that's kind of the cutoff. So October 31st onwards is when their peak season starts in terms of payment. So their peak payment time would be November 1st to them going into like March, April. So just keep that in mind if you're coming out here for a conference and you just want to get out and play golf, or you're coming out on like a bachelor trip, a bachelorette trip. You just want to have like incredible views and just get out and get some sun. Just know that is the peak when it comes to pricing. Again, in the description below, there is a link so you can see if you're a local, you can actually get a local card, which is like $65, and all your pricing drops. No, actually the card is $50, and the maximum you'll ever pay for golf will be $65. So what they told me here in Papago is like it's $100 if you don't live in Phoenix. And if you have this local card, it's 50. So if you're local, it's definitely like very nice for you to come through with all of that. So the pricing in not peak is 100 or below, and in peak is between $200 and $300. So just know the time of year. In the description, again, I will kind of break it down for you according to what they've told me. And then let's just talk weather. It is incredible. And if you come here like me and the golf course is closed, you can do an hour hike. It's not really a hike, it's more like a casual walk, but you can do a whole hike, and you each actually go past the Papago Buttes, I think they're called, and it's honestly beautiful. You will love it. They have an incredible restaurant here as well, so make sure you stop by. Great patio. So if you are coming and you want to feel, the third and final one is weather. So the first one was maintenance, then you have your price that you need to be aware of, and your third one is weather. If you want to come between 100 and 115 degrees and literally peak summer, which will be June, July, August for you. But what they're telling me is now in May, it gets to 100 as well. If you want under 100, Halloween onwards until like when spring starts, April-ish is when you will have under 100. It's dry heat. It is not humid. Please make sure you have tons of water with you, tons of sunscreen. Just lotion up because it is very dry, even though it is absolutely stunning. And then the last and final like hot tip that I would leave you with, the best time and the best price to come to Scottsdale or to come to Phoenix is the month of May. And the reason for that is because you could be hitting the 100-degree mark, but if you come early enough, you may not be. So with global warming, we don't know, but May is your month you want to come. They also say the course condition is really good at that time, which is May, and they also said October is a really good time, even though some of the courses will probably be closed, but just check the internet. And then, so May is best for weather, and because they start their summer rate, all the $200-300 golf courses completely drop their rate, and over here it's like $100 or cheaper. And another fun fact for you is they have Twilight Round. And what Twilight Round means, after 2 p.m., you get to play the golf course for much, much, much cheaper. So in that regard, you can save money, again, if you come in May. The only thing, but they have Twilight all year round. The only thing I want to make you aware of, depending on what part of the world you come from, the sun sets here at 5:30 p.m. in October, November, and in our winter months. So you need to be aware, if you're doing twilight at 2 o'clock, you won't be able to finish a full round, because a round over here is between 4.5 hours on average. So the only way you'd be able to finish it in the winter months is if you came here between 1:30, you'll probably be able to crush the whole round, 18 holes. If that isn't of interest to you, don't stress, but I'm just giving you a heads up. So your hot tips are May's the best month for price, for weather. If you can't make it and you still want to come out, do twilight. If it's too heavy on your budget to pay $200-300, come at 2 o'clock. That's when twilight starts, and enjoy this incredible view and weather, and just like take it all in. So let me know your favorite courses in Scottsdale and in Phoenix in the description below. Your home course or the ones you love going to. If I've missed any other hot tips, make sure you let me know in the comments below as well, so we can make sure that we're helping each other out, knowing the best time to come and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.